This is 80s Revisited. I'm your producer, Jesse Sedgley. And now, your host, Trey Harris.
Get up, Frankie!
I have boobs. At least in our tournament, he does to a certain twist of humanity, so to speak. Welcome back, round I don't know, 5, 6, something like that, of the second annual.
I believe it's 5.
Character death match here on
out.
80s Revisited, right there on the bottom. Kumite. Of course, I am your master of ceremonies through this brutal display of, once again, humanity. And in some cases, animality.
All right.
Animality. I don't know whatever that word is. And with me, as always, the what's the redneck dude's name in Bloodsport?
Oh, you're not going to get it from me.
I can't think of his. Everybody remembers Chong Li and Frank Dukes. You remember by Forrest Whitaker. That's it. Okay. Forrest Whitaker to my other guy in Bloodsport. I don't remember their name. Jesse Sedgley.
Yes, I am.
So we're back. 4 rounds down, I believe. 2 to go. So this is the second half of the Wieners bracket. So after this, we should have 1 left because we did the first. I'm just kind of talking out loud here, getting it set up, getting the episode set up. So the first time we had, so this should round out like the final, I don't know how many, whatever. Anyway, next episode we'll crown a winner, is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
I believe so. My math is correct.
There we go.
Because this sheet is 2 pages, and we did half of them last time. We'll do half of them this time. And that means the law of diminishing returns, therefore, states that next time will be the end. So we'll roll with that because, this is fun. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as exciting as the first one. Because we had icon after icon after icon. This is definitely the B. Not all of them, but there was some very unlikely. People that were forced to be on here because I didn't pick the movies. I mean, I picked the movies. I didn't pick them thinking like, wow, in 98 more episodes, can't wait to see Hoops McCann fight John Rambo.
Right.
Through complete fate. But anyway, quick recap. Listen to the last 4 episodes. That'll get you caught up.
Yep.
So, too much to say. Too much to go over. Too much to go over. But just as a refresher, I have the weapons. Jesse has the battleground. We'll go through the randomly generated competitors, surviving competitors, and that this time the difference in this round, they each get a weapon. So there's not just one universal weapon. They'll each first card will go to the first person, second card will go to the second person. Then we discuss as only we here at 80s Revisited can, because like I said last time and maybe the time before that, maybe in 3 other times before that, I don't remember, but this is the only place you'll hear or see if you're on Twitch live with us right now or later on YouTube, these incredibly bizarre matchups.
Yep, that's true.
So the only place is right here.
One and only.
So let's go ahead and get it moved. I was going to, I can't think of a pun to go into this fight. To go from there. Not a segue, excuse me, not a pun. Don't lose your head on this next one. Somebody might lose their head because it's Buckaroo Banzai. That wasn't the lose your head reference. Versus Connor McLeod, the Highlander. That actually wasn't a very Scottish accent, I don't think. Just remember, if you listen to the podcast, you know I suck with accents. So just disregard what I say. This is actually a cool fight, even without. What we have is you got Peter Weller's second best character, possibly.
Yeah.
Next to RoboCop, of course, who was on the original Countdown, versus Connor McLeod. Fucking badass. Goddamn Highlander.
It's true.
But
immortal.
Yes, except for losing his head. But let's see how that comes into play because Buckaroo Banzai is armed
something
with...
bladed.
Buckaroo Banzai has a whip that can latch onto anything. And a matching fedora. So again, all these weapons are 80s movie related. He's got Indiana Jones' magic whip.
Hope it latches onto a sword.
Maybe. But Connor McLeod, the Highlander, has, and it could very well be a katana because there's bladed weapons in here, Boobs.
He has boobs. Oh no.
Because what is a traditional macho 80s flick without tons of boobs?
Boobs. Yeah.
And it's, in case of Top Gun, it's man boob. So this is, it can be whatever boobs you want. Christopher Lambert isn't known for being quite so hunky, except for his accent and the way he talks. Such an odd choice for Raiden. Speaking of that, in Mortal Kombat, I love him in that movie because he's so goofy. But what Raiden.
You had a lot of lightning in that Highlander movie.
Oh yeah,
Just doing
that's pretty much probably right on the money. Like, we need somebody who can control lightning. Christopher Lambert was engulfed in lightning several times in Highlander.
Yes. I don't even think they use special effects.
They just literally let him kill other Highlander, kill other immortals. It's that simple. So anyway, Buckaroo Banzai has a whip that can latch on to anything. Mm-hmm. Connor McLeod got boobs.
And they are in front of the supercomputer from Superman 3.
Okay, well, first off, there's pretty much no way in this situation that Connor McLeod will get decapitated.
Right. And he has all the electricity in that room to control.
The question is, could Buckaroo Banzai... See, until you don't know you're a Highlander until you actually die and you're not dead. Unless, of course, you get decapitated. I'm not... this is, again...
I think he knows, though, at this situation.
This is complete... we're just having fun here, being stupid. So, again, if you're... Well, this is just stupid. Like, Buckaroo Banzai obviously would lose. Or then, Buckaroo Banzai has a cult following, too. Well, he's a genius rock star physicist, race car racer. He obviously could take out the Highlander somehow.
Use that computer somehow.
Yeah, he would hack into it and make just decapitate him or something. Of course, there are no wrong answers here. Mm-hmm. This is just me and Jesse off the cuff with these crazy situations, trying to make some degree of sense out of it.
Yeah.
So.
Nailed it.
That being said, this battle would go on a long time.
It would.
Now, of course, Connor McLeod's obviously older.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and he...
Very, very old.
Yeah, 15th, 14th century, whenever it was with the Kurgan back in the day. I don't remember the date on the movie. Been a long time for me since I've seen it. So.
Pre-computers.
Yeah, but of course he knows what computers are.
Yeah.
Of course they weren't as advanced in Highlander as they were in Buckaroo Banzai with aliens coming over and taking over the world and all that kind of fun stuff. Jeez. But again, what I was getting at is Connor can fight. He doesn't need a sword to beat you up because he's studied how to fight for centuries, because that's how you become, or that's how you get to be the one, is by, killing other Highlanders, by decapitating them. But that also means you should know something other than just how to swing a sword.
Yeah.
It would be very prudent. It would be very unwise for an immortal in this universe to not know how to use something other than just a sword. Because that's why you get all, I watched a few episodes of the series. I never got into it because I just like, Christopher Lambert's not in it. Why do I care? Although I've always heard fans say that it's good. I can't say that because I like Highlander 1, 2 is meh, and 3 is I remember whatever. But anyway, so I'm pretty sure in the Highlander series, having not seen it, I'm pretty sure he probably came up against some nunchuck wielding immortals and some spear wielding immortals and who knows, a fucking musket wielding immortal.
I think he did. I think he's been shot many times.
So, they have obviously, if you're living through the centuries, the days of carrying your sword in the street are long gone. So, you'd have to obviously adapt. I'm sure there was probably a Western episode of Highlander where he's with a Bowie knife cutting people's heads off or something. I have no clue what they showed on television on that show. But nevertheless,
the only negative here is he has no weapon.
Yeah.
But it's the Simpsons episode where Homer becomes a boxer and just wears them out. He just stands there, takes the hits.
Yeah, because no matter, Buckaroo Banzai is mortal.
Yeah.
So really,
that's the debate here.
Yeah. So
he's immortal.
Yeah. So therefore, he would just and he could even let him kill him. Mm-hmm. Oh, this guy's gonna try to stab me in the chest. I'm just, you got me.
Right.
Ha ha, cockfag.
Yeah. And he'd be like, why am I still here?
What the?
Because. They teleport to the fighting arena, then leave.
Yeah, again, there's no science here. It's just, we're just trying to reason out a ridiculous situation. So keep that in mind. Now, of course, if you have a great reason why Buckaroo Banzai should win, as opposed to an immortal who can only die with his head being cut off, by all means, 80srevisited@gmail.com. It's been a while, so I got to remember the Instagram and all that stuff. 80s underscore revisited.
That's right.
On Instagram.
80s_.
And that on what's on Twitter? Maybe I think it might be 80s revisited, all one word on Twitter. I don't remember. I don't feel like looking it up right now.
They're all out there.
You'll find it somewhere.
You need to send me those so I can put them on the video.
Yeah, I'll do that when I get home.
When you remember.
So, Buckaroo Banzai. Mm-hmm. So, moving on down. Ooh, I like this one.
All right.
This one could have been a good 80s movie crossover. Somehow. I'm not sure how, but actually, if all the 80s movies existed in the same world, this would absolutely happen.
Yeah.
Because we're looking at Audrey 2, Little Shop of Horrors, which is supposedly being remade, possibly with Taron Egerton and Scarlett Johansson. All the stuff I've seen on Facebook is they are circling the role, which all about Taron Egerton. I think he's a fantastic I think he's one of the best young actors out there. I'm interested to see anything he's in. ScarJo, I mean, she's not bad. I don't dislike her, but there's a lot of other actresses I'd rather see as opposed to ScarJo. That's just my opinion. I'm sticking to it. She got shut out at the Oscars, too. Went on that at the end of the episode. But Audrey, too, who has 2 kills already. Kills. True. She got here by earning it. However, she's facing Crocodile Dundee. A man who knows his way around the wild outback.
Yeah, he's seen some wicked plants.
He's gone walkabout many times, so he's a man of the wilderness. Not that prepares you for a man-eating plant. Motherfucker's from Australia. Yeah, he deals with this shit on a daily basis. When it's not on fire, too soon, probably.
But he might not have his knife this time.
Oh, that's true. Because you don't. In the previous one, you did have your signature weapon unless it was obviously deemed ridiculously unfair,
right?
Which we had to do a lot sometimes when a lightsaber went up against a pistol. But anyway, so Audrey 2 is armed with lightsabers.
Okay. Fortunately, it doesn't really have much in the way of hands.
Well, she has she could actually wield them, although she probably would end up hurting herself more than
leaves and stuff, right?
Well, she has like the vines.
Oh, that's right.
At the end, she's like typing the register and all that kind of fun stuff. However, not all is lost, because Crocodile Dundee, Mick Dundee, is armed with lead pipes.
Oh no!
Oh shit, mate!
Oh shit! A blunt weapon for Crocodile Dundee
against the lightsaber. Now, but however, they're fighting
in a wrestling ring.
Ooh. I was going to say Crocodile Dundee has, he's got maneuverability. Audrey 2 can't move. Right. At least. Now, of course, if you've seen the director's cut, Trey, which I have, and is much better than the regular ending, of course they can move in that form when they're as big as a goddamn building.
Right.
We're talking Audrey 2 into the movie, in the pot still. If you get too close, she'll grab you and bring you in.
Yeah.
But she's not mobile.
She's got big vines, though.
Yeah, I mean, she can grab you. You gotta be quick. However, she's not going to chase you down. But a wrestling ring is about the size of that room from the end.
He's only got a pipe.
Yeah, and she's got lightsabers.
If he had ranged weapons, maybe. But I bet she could just turn off those eat the lightsabers while they're off and just forget about them and just take them out eventually.
Now, of course, in my perfect world, somehow Mick Dundee would triumph.
Right.
And he absolutely could. I mean, if you're playing this scene out in your head, he's getting dragged towards it. Audrey can't activate the lightsaber, or, it's just like maybe it cuts her own vine off, or somehow he gets one. Of course, if he got a lightsaber, he probably would win.
Yeah.
However, he doesn't have them.
He doesn't.
She does. So let's be, we're bringing logic to the completely illogical here. So,
and he could wait it out, and maybe she'll get hungry and die.
I mean, now, of course, it's not like, this isn't Virtua Fighter or Soul Calibur. He can jump out of the ring.
Right.
There's no ring out.
But, I mean, if we're in a wrestling ring, I got to think there's patrons there, so she'll just keep eating them, getting bigger and bigger. Until she's big enough to take them out.
Yeah. She'll just, crikey, she's eating everybody.
All the patrons gone. Announcers.
She's just maybe he lives. You can make this will make a fantastic graphic comic book series. Even.
Right.
Just different 80s icons dealing in the world created by hold on. I know Rick Moranis is his name. I'm trying to think of his damn name in it. Seymour.
Seymour, yeah.
I was like trying to think about the song.
Seymour.
Seymour! What are you doing, Seymour?
That movie is so like we of course we reviewed it on the podcast while we're talking about it. That movie still, I cannot believe I went so long without seeing that movie from basically when it came out.
Wow.
And then just blowing my goddamn mind how good it was.
Good.
Like, well, yeah,
There's still stuff out there.
exactly. And anytime I see a fucking Venus flytrap, it's like somewhere that's green. When it was like watching it for the first time.
Yeah.
Again, just like I remember like not liking this movie as a kid, but like this movie's fucking fantastic. So obviously, therefore, it did play more to me as an adult as to a kid. Because of course, now as a kid growing up in the '80s, growing up, I mean, we had musicals. Like my mom watched The Sound of Music every fucking weekend. Mm-hmm. I watched Grease a lot, mainly because Olivia Newton-John there in the end. Tell me about it, stud. Good luck on your fight against cancer, Olivia. We're holding out for you. Cats.
We got cats fighting.
Better than the movie.
Yep.
So I'm told.
So
I haven't seen the movie.
No one saw it.
Nobody did.
A bunch of YouTubers saw it and reviewers.
Well, like somewhere, I think at Alamo, they were doing they called them like raunchy or rowdy cat screenings. Basically, like the Rocky Horror Picture showing it. Speaking of another musical.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, again, like in that time frame, I'm trying to think of another musical around that time of Little Shop of Horrors, and because I was like 85, 86 maybe, mid 80s. Xanadu notwithstanding, because I did not see that until we watched it for the podcast. That was one of those like running jokes that you just heard about. Footloose isn't a musical.
All right.
Annie's definitely one. Blues Brothers, yeah, but that was like 80, 81. Chorus Line. Yeah, like...
I mean, Monty Python ones always have music. And
I would never consider them a musical,
of
like
course.
to the degree of what we're talking about. Little Shop of Horrors, flat out musical.
I wouldn't consider Blues Brothers a musical either, because of what the music wasn't used to progress the story.
Yeah, it wasn't like we're thinking in our head. It's...
Right. But I think Monty Python's more of a progressing the story with music sometimes.
Yeah. But I mean, in terms of like... I'm really shocked. Like, there's really not much... I mean... La Bamba's not a musical. Purple Rain's not a musical. In the degree that we're saying it is. Like, Grease is a musical.
It simply has music.
Dirty Dancing is not a musical.
Labyrinth?
No. I mean, honestly, Xanadu's not even a musical, really.
Right.
I mean, to me, I could be off on this, but I mean, none of these scream musical except Little Shop of Horrors to me. Of course, a chorus line is a musical because it's based on a play.
Right.
Seen it once, that's all I need to see. All I remember is, God, I hope I get it. Haven't seen Staying Alive, although we'll have to do that for the podcast because it is directed by Rocky Balboa. So eventually we'll probably get to it when we do like a bad movie month again. Pirates of Penzance, that's a place that's probably a musical. I mean, Popeye had some songs in it, but again, I just don't know. Where do you draw the line between a music movie, like say Purple Rain, as opposed to...
Well, I think it's the progression of the story. That's it.
That would be your
If I'm going to learn something about somebody through the song, then I think it's a musical. But like Purple Rain, he's doing a performance. The song is about something. It could be about his life or something like that. But I wouldn't call it a musical because it's done as a performance.
Yeah. So then, Blues Brothers obviously not, but then so by that definition, Hedwig would not be a musical because all the music is done on stage, like as part of the story, but not like Greatest Showman. We're like, what do I do? And then I sing about it. Like this is that makes okay. I agree with that. Yeah,
just my thoughts. Immediate.
Well, it makes sense. Anyway. It makes sense to me.
Yeah,
that makes sense when you break it down. Like this Annie, they bust in the song like, "Oh, welcome to." I can't name a song. Hold on, wait. It's a Hard Knock Life. There you go. Thank you, Jay-Z. I should know more about Annie because I've watched it not too long ago because Tim Curry's in it, obviously.
Right.
And eventually we'll watch it for the podcast. But it's just like I don't care for the movie until Bernadette Peters and Tim Curry show up. Mm-hmm. It's like don't like this music. Keep going. Oh, I recognize that song because Jay-Z sampled it.
Yeah.
There we go. But anyway,
you just sang Jay-Z's part over the whole thing.
Well, wait, they remade Annie, and wasn't it Jamie Foxx was in it? Who was it? Yeah, who else was in it?
It was the Daddy Warbucks character. I don't know. It came and went, kind of.
Yeah, but I mean, who direct? Like, there was a big deal about it. Because I remember, I want to say it was Jamie Foxx. Who else was in it? Somebody big.
Jada Pinkett Smith. No, producers.
Cameron Diaz. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know.
Yeah. I think Cameron Diaz is in it. Yeah, starring Cameron Diaz. There we go.
Who directed?
Rose Byrne.
Will Gluck. I don't even know who the hell. Love me some Rose Byrne.
Will Gluck, director.
What else have you done, bro?
Easy A. Friends with benefits.
He's knocked out of the park with the Peter Rabbit franchise.
Hey, brings home the checks.
I mean, maintaining that $1 million home in California.
There you go.
So I think Audrey too. In my mind, I like to see Croc McDundee take it, but not with some lead pipes.
Yeah, too bad he didn't have his hunting knife.
And again, if it would have been in the woods or somewhere where he could take advantage of it, he has nowhere to hide.
All advantages go to the plant.
Yeah, and that's what determines it. I mean, we've seen that. That's what's been the funnest part about this is the randomization. How that has made like a clear-cut winner in a fight.
Yeah,
like the Punisher versus Clubber Lang. Oh, I'd love to see it, and the Punisher's going to Clubber Lang beat the shit out of him. What's the Punisher going to do with boxing gloves on? That Clubber Lang can't do better.
Right.
I mean, they had to fight in a wrestling ring with boxing gloves.
Yeah. It was done.
Yeah, I mean, literally home turf. It's like fighting the Punisher in a dark alley, and he has guns, and you got a crack pipe.
Yep.
You're fucking dead. So moving on down.
You're that guy on the comic book panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear, scum. Rat-tat-tat, big rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Wasted all that ammo. Only one would have been enough. Anyway, next fight, another interesting one. Ben Richards, the Running Man, Arnold, versus, rest in peace, Rutger Hauer, Nick Parker from Blind Fury. So we have, basically, let's see, Running Man. Who's in prison? I'm thinking of the book. But in the movie, of course, he was a criminal. Well, he was military or police, wrongly convicted, broke out, went to the Running Man in the Mortal Kombat version of the Running Arena, that as opposed to the book, fighting Sub-Zero and Dynamo and all that fun stuff, versus Rutger Hauer, who basically Daredevil with a katana. Daredevil and Elektra use katanas at some, which she mainly use sais, but she's also used swords because she's trained by the hand, which is also, if anybody didn't know, Ninja Turtles is a complete parody of Daredevil. If you didn't know that.
Parody, huh?
Yeah, because you have Ninja Turtles.
Right.
They all have different weapons, ninja weapons, and they fight the foot. Daredevil fought the hand.
Oh, okay.
Daredevil's trainer was known as Stick. Who trained the turtles? Splinter. But Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird said that like it was basically a knockoff of Descent of a Daredevil.
Huh.
So
that's how you make something super successful.
And a really popular kids cartoon because that's what made it. And Toyline, I should
just
say.
Copy
that's what did it.
And apply some standard stories. Yeah.
And pretty much, I mean, every, we talked about it before. I wish I need to actually research it so I can say there's that, I guess you could call it a philosophy even of there's only 21 plot lines and everything is derivative of one of those plot lines.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the number or anything. I have to look a bit, like I said,
it's not a lot. I don't even think it's that many.
Yeah, I'll say maybe 13 or it's
very small number.
If you break it down, this is the plot. Every movie fits into one of these. And so you just take one of those and okay, instead of it being on the Titanic, I'm going to put it on a space station that's falling apart as it's re-entering Earth.
Yeah.
And then there you go. Just don't call it Titanic 2.
Right.
Or, whatever you want to do. But anyway, Ben Richards, just killed Sub-Zero, so he's got some freeze rays.
With my freeze ray.
There's a good, speaking of good musicals. And Nick Parker, blind Nick Parker now, he could have a sword. But he has flamethrowers. So what are
fire versus ice?
So, however,
wow.
Ben Richards. They are fighting in
a deserted road with occasional cars zooming by at 100 miles an hour. I don't know if the
Interesting.
cars will be a factor.
Well, they would be a fact. They would be a benefit to Nick Parker because he knows a car's coming.
Right.
Ben Richards is not going to be. He's a tank. I mean, I say tank, but I mean he's like
Who has the flamethrower?
blind guy Nick Parker. Ben Richards has a freeze. Now we're using traditional, like we said before with the freeze ray. This is a traditional like Mr. Freeze ray, like
Okay.
Batman and Robin. That's what it is. You
So
know?
it's a ray,
Actually,
almost like a laser.
Actually, yeah. Batman and Robin. Who used the freeze ray? Victor Freeze, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
There you go.
So meta, he's used these before.
Or he's going to use them.
Yeah.
In this
Now,
case.
of course, a flame. You can't. You're a ninja. You obviously are a good shot with this pistol.
Right.
No, that doesn't. So that, Nick Parker. Again, imagine he's basically this is Daredevil versus Mr. Freeze, practically. Now, when I say that, Nick Parker cannot do backflips off of buildings and all that. But he can cut you. He can cut you with a sword. But he's got a ranged weapon, and he can't see. So my initial instinct would be, of course, now Ben Richards doesn't know he can't see. He's like, God, I'm over here. Millions of things can happen again, but
Depends how precise he is with the freeze ray.
yeah.
Because that can end it immediately. It's a ray.
Well, I mean, at the end of the Running Man when they raid the station, I mean, he's like, so he's one shot and he's no scope one shotting people. So Ben Richards,
yeah, I got to give it to the freeze
Yeah.
ray just because it's a ranged weapon with precision.
well, a flamethrower is like a shotgun.
Yeah.
And to quote Lightning Jack, which starred Crocodile Dundee's own Paul Hogan, you shoot a guy with a shotgun at 50 feet, you just piss him off,
Yeah.
as opposed to shooting him. I remember that movie for one reason. That quote for some stupid reason. Actually, I remember three things from that movie. A, it's a movie called Lightning Jack with Paul Hogan, but he gets bit on the butt by a rattlesnake, and he tells Cuba Gooding Jr. can't talk, so he's mute. And he's like, "You gotta suck the poison out." And of course, it ends up he just sat on a cactus. But the other thing, and this was a genuine, hilarious moment. So if you haven't seen it, this is a big spoiler. Probably the funniest moment in the movie. Cuba Gooding Jr. is a mute, and he accidentally shoots himself in the foot. And there's a great shot of him just looking at the camera, just can't exactly. You didn't hear anything because he's just making the scream emotion, but you can't hear anything. It's a great moment in the movie. Utterly forgettable aside from that, probably. Is it worth watching once? Absolutely.
Wow.
Actually, you know what? I haven't seen it since the 90s. So when we get to 90s Revisited, I'll have to check it out. But yeah,
Oh, my.
how do we even start talking? I don't know how we got to Lightning Jackson. About the shotgun. About
Yeah.
shotgun is used. That's why. And anytime I see a movie, and it's like, and then there's people on the roof over there. Doom. Now, unless you got not buckshot, slug shot. I got a slug. I don't know if it's called. I can't remember if it's called slug shot or not. But I mean, to where the shotgun actually shoots just a solid
Right.
slug.
Full. Yeah.
You're not good. That's not. That is just like, and then he's got a
like a
Uzi on the
cannonball.
roof. Yeah.
But flames will never be that.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was just talking about how, like, in movies in general with shotguns, it's just no matter how far away somebody is,
Yeah.
air ramp blowing back, dead.
I played Doom. I know better.
Well, no, Doom's a great example. Well, yeah, in terms of like knowing the effectiveness and range of a shotgun.
Yeah.
Don't shoot that pinky demon. You better wait, hold. Here we go. Watch him lay waste. Automatic weapons.
Get this on the screen here.
Adjust the tracking, damn it. There we go.
I know.
Oh, it's eating the tape. No. So, yeah. Nick Parker, bye-bye. Arnold moves on. He keeps going and going. So, again, if you disagree, drop us a line.
Did he shoot at the very beginning?
I know he shoots some people.
Yeah. Such bad aim here.
There we go. Okay, he does have a...
He does have some.
It's not a shotgun, but I thought it was a shotgun.
good enough.
Well, of course, there's also that trope in movies where they hold a shotgun, but then, like, when they show them shoot it, it's... Brrr. That guy right there... Wait, we covered the Running Man. So I already talked about that. Go on, listen to that episode.
Yeah,
Talk
go
about
with
other
it.
stuff. So you can't. I get this. It's Tangents Revisited. Is what 80s Tangents Revisited.
Right.
Is what it is. So moving on down, Lefty from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Now, who is Lefty? She's the female protagonist of the film, versus Jeff Bridges in the form of Starman, who pretty much doesn't hurt anybody. However, he must, or he will die again and take on the form of somebody else's dead husband. But Lefty has razor line frisbees. But Starman, nunchucks.
Alien would start with the nunchucks. And they're in Tokyo while it's being attacked by Godzilla.
All right, I think that's a non-factor.
Yeah.
It's just it's the stage. The stage starts with Godzilla, pans down, and there they are. Fight.
Looks in one direction. Saw the Blob doing his thing. Looked in the other direction.
Like,
sees this going
Tango
on.
and Cash in the background, like fighting the Blob from earlier. So this is kind of a dumb one. Noted, I love Starman and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's like, I don't know. I guess.
Is this a dice roll?
I mean,
The better weapon
if somebody
is
said
which?
a nunchuck or a razor line frisbee, I'm taking the razor line frisbee because I'll take a, I'll get beaten up by the nunchucks,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna cut you the fuck open. Like, I just gotta.
But we've seen this frisbee. It's not a great prop.
However, it can decapitate people. Practically.
Yes. But in effect, with someone untrained, I guess,
That's very true. So, but
it's literally a frisbee with little tiny razors on it.
yeah.
It's not like Kung Lao's hat or something.
Yes, that is. Now, again, if Rowdy Abilene had this, it'd be a different story. That's a good point. So, I guess Lefty gets pummeled by. I'm sorry. He just apologizing as he's beating her to death with nunchucks. Hashtag me too.
He has to do what he has to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's a death match. It's all you can do. Holy shit. Might be one of the best matches so far. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Lefty, I misspoke.
Yeah.
Lefty's Dennis Hopper.
Yes.
What? Please go. Like, what is the girl's name in it?
The girl's name?
In Texas Chainsaw 2. Like,
let's
the
go
character
here.
name.
Let's go here.
Stretch. I knew it was. They had nicknames. So, pardon me.
Yes.
Dennis Hopper.
Things have changed.
Okay, yeah, very much so. Not because Lefty was a woman. For anybody out there, I guess Starman beats up a woman. No, that's not the point. The point is that Dennis Hopper's character in this film is a little more skilled in killing people than a radio
was.
DJ was.
Right.
That's what I'm saying here. So let's take a step back. That changes everything to me.
Really?
Seriously. Because, now a bladed frisbee is not a chainsaw,
Right.
but I don't know. I don't know. Starman doesn't have any kind of fighting prowess. He just has his weird ass powers of bringing deers back to life and shit. Very powdery. But he's pretty much stood up to the entire slasher family.
Right.
So in terms of first off, somebody said, who you want on your side on a fight? I guess my first question would be, who am I fighting? They said Brock Lesnar. I'd say Starman, so he could bring me back to life after I die in in less than a second from Lesnar just murdering me. But you have to pick somebody. Who do you want on your team to fight with you? I'd pick Dennis Hopper in terms of fighting prowess. Now the weapons. Starman has a nunchuck or nunchucks, it's plural. So yes, nunchucks. Dennis Hopper has 2 razor line frisbees, so he's got basically razor knuckles, I guess so to speak. Starman has nunchucks. I'm starting to rethink it. I changed my answer to Lefty because of the fact that he will fight.
I wonder what happens if I type in Starman fight scene.
You're gonna see him get punched by Ted White.
All right. Oh my.
What the hell?
There's
There's
apparently
something
a
in Earthbound. There's a
game.
Starman.
So I'm not even going to see a fight.
Yeah, the Deer
really.
Hunters, where he gets punched by Jason. from Part 4, Ted White. Wait, Ted White? Yeah, Ted White. There he is. Jason Voorhees from Part 4.
Let me get it up on the screen. Tracking.
So yeah, he gets his ass kicked. That's Jeff Bridges. That's not Jason.
Sure.
Can you imagine like an actor of like a silent role like that? Like they finally make Friday the 13th, Part 13, and they get like DiCaprio to play Jason. Can you imagine? Like what would like? I would like if I won the lottery, I would actually pay for that to happen. Like I would spend an assload of money.
It'd be such a bold choice. People would watch it.
Yeah, exactly. It would make money.
Yeah.
Would it make as much as I spent? I don't know, because I'm talking about spending a lot of money here.
It would also have to be good in that case.
Well,
I think you could fill some
I would
seats.
make it good. Now, I'm not saying I would write it or anything, but I would get the if I'm getting DiCaprio to be Jason Voorhees, I'm going to spare no expense.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. But I mean, but it's just it makes me wonder like what would you hear like, my God, like I didn't think somebody could bring that to a role with no speaking. I'd say, bitch, have you seen any of the other Friday the 13th, sir? Like, people give it, like, actors can do that. Not saying DiCaprio couldn't do it better than some people. I'm just saying that when you do something like that, you immediately raise the prestige of something to where, oh, wow, what an amazing turn as Jason Voorhees. He didn't say anything, but I understood everything.
Yeah.
Now, of course, a good actor can absolutely do that. And I would argue some actors in the Friday the 13th franchise have done that. No, not all of them. No, to different degrees. Yes. Could DiCaprio do better? Maybe. I don't know. Let's see if the motherfucker's got range to not say a single word. Well, and not able to rely on his quickly diminishing looks.
Right. Well, that's all he would have.
No, yeah. He's just gonna have tons of makeup, and he's gonna have to mow with just his eyes. And one of them is probably only one of them playing his real eye, because the other one's because Jason is a mongoloid.
Right.
So therefore, unless he's undead, Jason, he has no eyes. Bring it, DiCaprio. Get your Oscar, bitch. Earn it.
You could just get a guy off the street with the last name DiCaprio.
That's
DiCaprio is Jason.
That's genius. You just like I need give me any actor whose name is not Leonardo DiCaprio, but his last name's DiCaprio. Yeah. And on the poster, DiCaprio, F-13.
Yeah.
The buzz like DiCaprio denies he's in it. Oh, he's in it.
DiCaprio.
DiCaprio is Trey. Is Leonardo DiCaprio? I have look at the goddamn poster. DiCaprio is. Do you see this? This is real.
All right.
You're about to see a trailer in like 4 days. So, and I'm not. You just play it cool. Yeah. Is Leonardo DiCaprio in this movie? Yes. DiCaprio is in this movie.
Right.
DiCaprio is in this movie. I'm not lying to you. That's the joke, people. If you can't get it.
Yeah.
I'm saying you get DiCaprio. You get somebody last name Pitt. Cash in on the popularity right now of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. DiCaprio Pitt. F-13. 13.
Or Pitt is his actual stunt double.
That'd be great. See, I mean, Hollywood, if you're out of ideas, we've just given you...
I mean, it's Michael Pitt, but who cares?
Yeah. Get him for cheap.
Right.
He ain't doing nothing these days.
Ted DiCaprio.
Didn't he get killed? Ted DiCaprio. I like that. If I ever became an actor, that'd be my screen.
Ted DiCaprio.
My nom de plume, Ted DiCaprio. I put an extra I in DiCaprio somewhere just to like differentiate. But anyway, this next one's actually a pretty good one. In this corner, or depending on where the battleground is, this area, Mr. Miyagi from The Karate Kid Part 2.
Clarify, who won the last one?
Oh, Lefty.
Yeah, because you marked out Starman. If you went back, you'd be like, wait a second.
Yep. I think so.
Yeah,
I think
that's fine. Write in 80srevisit@gmail.com if you want to.
And again, there's no right, there's no wrong answer.
Put in your 2 cents.
So, but anyway, Mr. Miyagi, legendary fight, legendary trainer, cinema icon in my opinion, 80s icon, goes up against another 80s icon. This is a match worthy of the first countdown, the first 100 character battle, because Mr. Miyagi must defeat John Matrix from Commando.
Oof.
Yeah.
Finally, there's like another Battle of the Stars, at least.
However, now, initial reaction, if it's just
John
fist,
Matrix.
if it's fist to fist.
Oh, wait. If it's fist to fist,
If it
that
was,
changes things.
I think
Mr. Miyagi.
it would be. I would pay. I would pay the $75 on pay-per-view to see it.
It'd be a defense battle.
Yeah, I mean, well, of course, never for attack.
Yep.
So, Mr. Miyagi's beating people, bigger than now. Has he beaten Arnold Schwarzenegger? No. And John Matrix is, you have, when it comes down to Schwarzenegger and Stallone, you got Matrix and Rambo. Mm-hmm. And arguably, Rambo is better and I say that because Rambo's got 5 fucking films. Yeah. John Matrix has 1. Not saying that we should never see a sequel to Commando. I wish we would. But the Rambo character permeated culture. There was a Rambo cartoon, Rambo video games, all sorts of stuff, toy line, all that stuff. Actually, you could go get the Karate Kid figures, and the Rambo ones were around that same time because they were I never understood. Well, I know why, but I mean, because the Karate Kid figures have the cloth clothes and all that. It was like it's like a Barbie doll with clothes. But themed. As opposed to like He-Man, where a couple of characters might have like a cape or some shit that was cloth, but it was all plaid. Ninja Turtles, most of them had, it looked better as opposed to like, let me snap this little gi on and do the chopping motion. Anyway, it just gets lost and ripped, and
then you end up with a nude,
pretty much like naked. So,
Daniel, why are you naked?
What are you doing with that turtle? Turtles. But so this would be a great fight.
What are they armed with, though?
Mr. Miyagi has his trademark weapon, which would be his hands or his chop. Well, no, he couldn't even catch the fly. Beginner's luck. Pretty much he has nothing. That's his trademark weapon.
Ouch.
Like I said. Now, John Matrix, however, has katanas. But they're fighting.
They're falling out of a plane with one parachute. Miyagi has no sky experience. That is out of his element.
We don't see in the movie Matrix jumping out of... No, he does. He jumps out of a goddamn plane without a parachute.
Yeah.
So, he doesn't even care about the parachute. He just goes
straight for katanas.
Now, I've never skydived, but I guess I can see how when in movies like, oh, I'm doing the... Of course, if you're not watching, I'm doing the spread eagle position. Like, oh, I'm falling out of a plane. When I do this, I'm obviously like going much slower so I can observe my surroundings. And 500 feet below me, there's that parachute. I'm going to turn and I'm going to put my hands at my side and go full hot dog. And just all of a sudden I accelerate and catch up to this other falling object.
Right.
Now, I'm sure that probably has some, because it's been done so many times, I'm sure there must be some effect. I don't know the difference in speed it makes. See, the Eraser, Eraser's movie where I got that from, going out the airplane without a parachute. Or one parachute. And see, he does it in that one. That's the exact reference I just made. Yeah. He's fallen. Oh, there's the parachute. I go, full hot dog, and I can catch I can catch up to anybody falling out of a plane. Now, MythBusters proved that a ton of feathers falls as fast as a bowling ball. So
it's the air resistance, I think.
That's what I'm assuming too. But at the same time, it's like, does it really make every movie
become a missile?
They go, somebody goes out 10 minutes ago and like, damn it, that was it's the only parachute, and they jump out after. Oh, now I can understand if they pop the parachute below you, and you can maybe try to get over to them and cut the whatever in that regard. But most of these movies when this trope happens is like, oh, we're just point break, just jump out and I'm going to catch you. Happens in every movie. And this part is so great. He pulls out his pistol.
We're watching this on... join us over on YouTube.
Eraser.
Look up 80s Revisited podcast. But yeah, we're watching this live on Twitch as well.
I'm trying to think. Eraser was probably his last, because it was like mid-90s, early to mid-90s, I want to say. Eraser was probably his last, Arnold movie.
I'm an action star.
I'm going to do the most ridiculous shit you've ever seen in this movie. And he's playing chicken with a plane.
It was still regarded, on an IMDb score, at least a 6.5 or above, Because, he had a bunch before he became governor. Like what, Collateral Damage was like his last one?
Yeah, well, so
it just wasn't as,
Well, I mean, until... Because I don't remember its chronological order.
Yeah, that's what I don't
But
remember.
I think End of Days was maybe right before, around the same time. Because this was late Arnold. In terms of, before, we had 8 years of nothing.
Yeah.
His last role before, or maybe it was during, was, let's see, where...
Sixth Day was 2000, Collateral Damage 02. And then I guess he started... When was he governor?
Well, I know around the world in 80 Days he had like a cameo in. Because he did like some itty-bitty stuff in between that. 72 years? No, it's
No,
already...
from 03 to 11. So, yeah. His last thing was Collateral Damage, I guess. Or his last major role, I should say.
Yeah, because the Rundown, I remember, was Rise of the Machines was, I guess, the last one.
Right, that's
Like,
true.
In terms of him being the star, because in the Rundown, the big deal was he was governor, or he had won, and he has that cameo where he's like, enjoy it. Basically, I was always handing the baton to The Rock, which he basically did, but then thankfully came back. Because then I remember Around the World in 80 Days was like a cameo where he's Prince Happy. And so, yeah, The Expendables in 2010. The first one was a tiny role.
Yeah.
Where they just, him and Stallone and Willis, and then in part 2, it was full blown. Because The Last Stand was his first starring movie post-governorship.
Yeah.
And The Kid and I haven't seen that, but I imagine it had to be like a little cameo. Because, I mean, when you're a politician, you can't go make a movie for 3 months.
Right.
So it had to be like a cameo.
Tom Arnold movie, so it's...
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
It's a Tom Arnold movie that's not called True Lies. Skip it. Actually, no, take it back. The Stupids.
The Stupids.
I love this. The Stupids is a
Hilarious.
funny fucking movie.
It's a musical. Not really.
It was many years ago when I was... Yeah, go watch it. But let's see, what are we looking at? End of Days, 6 Day Collateral Damage. Where the hell is Eraser? Oh, there it is. 96. Yeah, mid-90s. That was his... so, True Lies, Eraser, Jingle All the Way. Yeah, I would say Eraser was his last, Arnold movie. Jingle All the Way, I mean, it's a comedy, it's a kindergarten cop. I mean, you could argue it. Batman and Robin, it's such a parody. End of Days, Sixth Day, they're both pretty serious. Mm-hmm. Of course, he still gets the one-liners in there, but not like Eraser, where there's like a one-liner every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He's pistol popping, headshotting alligators, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I would, John,
It's on the edge, though. True Lies is probably his last good.
Yeah, in terms of like his last
movie.
classic.
Yeah.
True, like before that, definitely in terms of action classic, absolutely True Lies.
Yeah.
And that was what, 90?
True Lies?
90, what was that?
94.
94, yeah. Yep.
This has been Arnold Talk.
Yeah. More on that later.
But first, Mr. Miyagi has to splat.
Yeah. He pretty much got shafted with the weapon choice.
That's a bummer. They're loading him on the plane, and he's like, "What's your trademark weapon?" Parachute. No, it's not.
Get on the plane, Miyagi.
Hang glider, maybe?
Yeah, so
How about an umbrella?
I'm Mary Poppins' son. So unfortunately, it pains me. Because in a fist fight, in our first battle of this matchup came up, been epic. Hard to say which way it would go, to be honest with you. I mean, honestly, I guess probably Matrix, just because of... Yeah, I mean, he is super skilled, but if 80s Arnold is beating the shit out of you, I mean, you're going to have to get in a kill shot, really. I mean, you're going to have to take him out real quick. Just sheer power alone. Like, I can know well, I guess that's a bad example because, Bruce Lee beat up people who were supposedly way stronger than him. I don't know. I guess if I had to place a bet on a fist fight between the two, I would bet on John Matrix. But I would be like, the entire fight, I'd be nervous the entire time because I truly believe it could go either way.
Right.
If these two characters were real and they actually had to fight to the death. So it pains me to see Mr. Miyagi bite the dust, but, well, he actually slammed into the dust in possibly pieces because he that's terrifying. John May, I mean, just with a saw blade, he's cutting people's heads off. You give him 2 katanas, he's just like,
If only Mr. Miyagi was talented enough to land and live and then fight him on the ground.
No, he's not.
No, he's
But
not.
anyway, moving on. A good. I think it's pretty cut and dry, depending on the weapons. But we have Ivan Drago. I must break you from Rocky IV versus Santa Claus in the form of Billy from Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Okay.
So, person who has killed one of the greatest boxers of all time in the ring versus a maniac who saw his parents killed by Santa Claus and therefore, when he had to put on a Santa Claus costume, mentally snapped and started murdering people with an axe. However, Ivan Drago has something arguably better than boxing gloves: Nintendo Power Gloves.
That could be used as
I'd rather get hit by a boxing glove than a Nintendo Power Glove with that much power. Because,
all those wires going in your face.
Billy has boxing gloves.
Oh, no.
He's dead.
Right.
He's dead. There is no debating it. He is dead.
And they're in a schoolyard surrounded by students.
I must break you. Piece the shit out of him. That one's easy. Real easy. Oh, another easy one, possibly. I'm going to call this one an easy one before we get to it. Flash Gordon, the one, the only. I looked at the right moment where his wife was screaming in panic that he's dead. Of course, you're watching where it's the Rocky IV scene where Ivan Drago, unfortunately, sadly takes out Carl Weathers. Louisiana native Carl Weathers. But Flash Gordon, hero of the galaxy, save every one of us, versus Stephen King in the form of Jordy Verrill from Creepshow. The farmer who gets meteor shit on him and turns into a big grass thing.
Okay. It's a pre-grass thing.
So Flash Gordon has pistols with one bullet in each.
Okay.
Jordy Verrill has half of a liquor bottle.
As he would.
Makes perfect sense. So yeah.
Right.
He's
You
dead.
Just get up close to him. However, they are in the middle of the ocean.
Doesn't matter. Flash could just...
Right.
Flash wins.
Flash would get about this close and shoot him
Yeah. Or just
if he has to.
grab him and... or just drown him and save the bullet. Who knows? Not that
true.
you take the bullets with you. So yeah. Anyway. A couple easy ones there.
Yeah.
Breaks up the monotony. If I'm going to talk too long about some of them that aren't worthwhile.
Right.
This one, we'll see. Christine, not the paramour from Phantom of the Opera, but the car from John Carpenter and Stephen King's Christine versus poor old little Richie Valens.
Oh, no.
Richie Valens doesn't have a good history with modes of transportation.
That's what I've heard.
Rest in peace, Richie Valens. But Christine is armed with chainsaws. So
Christine has chainsaws.
I guess on the rims, like a grease style, they come out of the Fury Road style. Richie Valens, however, has pool noodles.
So bumpers.
Yeah. However, unfortunately, that last card would have worked out for Richie Valens.
Crystal Lake Dock. So he just needs one good dodge. He'll float.
Yeah. Oh. Wow.
All right.
You see chainsaws versus pool noodles. You think this is over.
Yeah.
And then they're fighting on the dock at Crystal Lake. So all he has
Cars
to do.
can't swim.
Yeah. All he has to do is, like you said, just jump up on the hood
Right.
or
what's her weapon? Running people over, right?
Yeah.
That's
She's
her
a car.
weapon.
She can't swim. You get her in the lake, she's stuck. Can't get out.
So, I mean,
And when a car's underwater, it can't run.
right.
It dies.
Yes.
Now, you haul Christine out, she'd probably heal. But
Sure.
for intents and purposes here, bitch is dead.
Yeah, who's going to win in the long run? Christine's pretty much stuck. There's not a big dock.
Yeah. And Richie Valens, like you said, he's just sitting there on his pool noodle, kicking further out.
He's like, come on.
Until he gets too far out of Jason Voorhees, jumps up and gets him. But that's a stage fatality. But
Right.
slap, I don't know, I was trying to think of some funny way to say, slap me around and call me Susie. But
Funny.
Yeah.
It didn't work out for
Yeah.
Christine.
yeah, Christine is gone to the junkyard.
80s
the
revisit at
lake.
gmail.com if you want to dispute that.
I mean, just the fact that he got a pool noodle
Right.
on
On Crystal Lake. Yeah.
even if she hits him and knocks him out,
Right.
He's got a pool noodle.
He's
Just floating away, and
just-
she's on the dock.
she only got one good hit. Yeah.
And like even just hitting it, you have to kill him with the hit. And then,
Right.
again, Crystal Lake dock. She could barely fit on it. This isn't a roadway. Again, all random. I don't care if you disagree. Give me
Yeah.
That's what's fun about this one. It's just never would have thought. And that's not the first one we've had in this countdown. So
True.
actually keeps it interesting. Now we have a good one. Another
Richie
good one.
Valens moves on. Who knew?
Well, nobody did because nobody
Right.
would ever put,
No one's picking him
Vegas
as a
odds,
winner.
nobody bet on him.
All right.
Next, we have Chucky, that lovable little buddy from Child's Play, versus the ghost with the most, baby. Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice? However, Chucky has Rambo knives.
Perfect.
Pretty much his weapon of choice, actually
Yeah.
bigger and worse than his little toy knife.
Right.
But Beetlejuice has no weapons, just the purity of unarmed combat.
Oh no. He's like,
But
you hear what happened to Miyagi?
hey, little buddy, what's going on?
All right. So he's got his weird stuff going on, and they are, and the ice rink, the Running Man ice rink.
Would have been appropriate a few matches ago. However,
Sure.
that's not the way the cards fall.
I got to side heavily with Chucky on this one.
Me
He's
too.
made of rubber that will just stick to that ice.
Well, Beetlejuice obviously is a ghost. He's immortal, so to speak. But, a la Freddy versus Jason, Chucky cuts off his fucking head.
Yeah, he just keeps
Even if
at
his
him.
head's, technically, for what we've established in this, that would count as a win.
Right. He's not in his weird world. He's, what does he have, really? Just weird effects that Chucky's not scared of.
And also Chucky could say Beetlejuice 3 times. However,
Some
he
of
wouldn't
them-
he wouldn't
Get
know.
over here.
He wouldn't know that would make him disappear. But also, Beetlejuice has some weird fucking powers.
But it also makes him appear, doesn't it?
Well, you say it 3 times to make him appear, and then
So
3
he
times
says it 6 times to bring him out and stab him.
he just holds a knife out. Beetlejuice. Boom. What's this?
Just scorpion powers at that point.
I actually have to hold it out like this to make Beetlejuice appear, so he has him in the legs, like ah, and then he can't walk. It's like God. But again, he's undead. So, but again, Chucky has a killer. Going back to the same thing we talked about with Lefty and Starman. Chucky's a killer. Mm-hmm. He will kill you with anything. Doesn't matter what. He's a master of arms. Beetlejuice is the ghost with the most. More entertaining movie.
Yeah.
By far, more memorable character, in my opinion. But if we're talking for, like I said, the rules we established for this death match, I think Chucky's going to take it. But of course, let us know.
Yeah.
Any disagreement
I don't
there,
think there's
Jesse?
anything he could turn into that would save him.
Yeah, Chucky's got Rambo knives.
Right.
The sharpest, deadliest knife in the world. In 80s mythology.
And no fear.
Yeah, there you go.
That helps.
In 80s mythology, I think a Rambo knife could probably block a lightsaber. Because it's a Rambo knife, it can do everything.
All right.
Here's probably one of the most interesting ones of the entire countdown that I can at least remember. Mm-hmm. Actually, hold on one second. Let me see who this one combatant beat previously, because I don't even remember.
Because we're in round 2.
Oh.
So.
Yeah. Okay, we have Bono from U2 Ryle and Hum.
All right.
Yeah. Biggest shit in the world. Yeah. Who beat he advanced because he killed a kid.
Right.
He killed
Child
Corey
Killer
Feldman.
Bono. Right.
Yeah. Versus Fievel from An American Tale.
Oh,
Man versus Mouse. And Fievel.
He's got a fantastic schedule.
Fievel. I don't remember what he drew, but Fievel beat Harry from Harry and the Hendersons. I have to go back and listen to it. It had to be the weapons. It had to be the weapons.
It had to be, yeah.
That's the only thing that can decide it. That
Maybe
can change.
some sort of poison. Or
It must. I don't remember. I have to go listen to it. That'd be the second episode, I think.
The mouse beats the beast. All right.
So Bono versus Fievel.
Okay.
And Bono has one broadsword. Originally, it was in the middle between them, but he has it in his hands for this.
Okay.
and then-
Tough weapon versus a mouse.
Yeah, very slow. Fievel has candlesticks.
Okay, useless. But they are at a health club with toxic waste outside. I don't think he's going out the window or anything for the mouse. I don't know if the broadsword would even help him, really.
No, I mean, you're an exterminator by trade.
True.
You fought many a mouse,
Sure.
I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, if this is a fighting arena and you're trapped and the mouse that really has no way out, I mean, the mouse can live, but it won't live forever.
Yeah.
And you already have a shorter lifespan than
This could be
people.
the longest fight of all time.
Right.
In terms of just waiting for the mouse Bible to die.
Yeah, the sword will do nothing, but Bono's shoe will do everything. Yeah, because that's how he knows he can escape this health club. Toxic waste, I don't think will be a factor in this because I think it's far enough away.
No, if this was like Jerry from Tom and Jerry, Jerry would win because he would facilitate Bono slipping on a candlestick. Whoa, 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 yeah!
Right. but
Toxic
it's not.
Bono.
It's a singing mouse in this one, though.
Yeah, this is a poor
With a
little
floppy
orphan
hat.
mouse. Yeah.
So he'll be running, his hat falls in his eyes, he runs to a plant and stomp.
The second one mistake.
He goes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
as he
yeah.
stomps down. Yeah, Bono.
He's the one to watch.
He's the one.
Apparently, he's killed a kid and a mouse. He's got the easiest bracket so far. Moving on, we got Peter Mitchell. No, unfortunately not Tom Cruise from Top Gun. Lieutenant Pete Mitchell. This is Peter Mitchell, better known as Tom Selleck from 3 Men and a Baby,
Okay.
versus Dr. Herbert West, the reanimator himself. So,
That fluid hasn't come up yet.
nope. Tom Selleck, Peter Mitchell, has a 20-pound pickaxe.
Okay.
And
He looks
Dr.
like he can use a pickaxe, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Big
he's Tom
mustache.
Selleck.
He's done.
His mustache alone would like.
Yeah.
However, Dr. Herbert West has
Reanimator.
syringes filled with reanimator fluid.
He has his signature
He
weapon.
literally has the one thing that he's good with.
All right.
So, now, of course, he is not a Oh, sorry.
A
They're fighting.
room whose ceiling is getting lower and lower until someone dies.
Okay, that. Well, you can't. That eliminates your swinging down the pickaxe.
Sure.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
I mean, which one do you want, a quick death or a slow death? I guess. God, I'm spitting a lot.
I guess he's not very quick with those syringes, though.
I mean, he's a geek. He's a mad scientist. There's a mad scientist.
He's a sneaky one, but there's no sneaking here.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, Tom Selleck was a lawyer or something like that. Because Ted Danson was the actor. He was an artist or a lawyer in 3 Men and a Baby. Maybe Steve Gutenberg was the painter. No, I can't remember. No, Danson was the actor. Gutenberg, one of them was a painter and the other one was a lawyer, I think. I think Tom Selleck, we had this discussion when we talked about this the first time, I think.
I know.
I don't remember this shit. Let's see. Actor Ted Danson.
Architect.
Cartoonist. Okay, yeah, had to write the first. Architect, not a lawyer. So, a pickaxe a building tool. Not that an architect uses one.
But he probably...
He knows what one is.
Not his first
I
time.
can use this. Now, it's a slow weapon. It's a 20-pound weapon
Sure.
versus somebody with a syringe. Now, the thing is, you get hit with the pickaxe, you're pretty much anywhere vital, anywhere.
With the pick side.
Yeah.
I imagine he's using it mostly for defense. It's a nice wide piece of iron.
But as the ceiling gets lower and lower, that weapon becomes less and less effective.
True.
So if I was in a room and putting myself in his shoes and like, oh shit, and
Right.
I know I have to kill this person, and I see the syringe, I don't know, I would have. You don't know what you're going to do in some ridiculous, stupid, pointless situation.
Right.
But I have to kill this guy quick before. Basically, I'll just like you said, I would be defensive, and then either they both get crushed
Right.
because he can't.
Well, he'd probably go for like maybe a jab to the head, iron to the skull.
Well, that's
Could
true.
be painful.
It's a blunt. You can still beat him with it. Of course, one stick of the needle with a stick and an injection. You have to actually inject it into him. Would basically turn him into a zombie, therefore winning it for Dr. West. But we're talking, Tom Selleck
20
versus.
pounds could be light enough to swing really quick. Oh, that's a 5-pounder right there. Actually, I had to Google 20-pound pickaxe. So most of them are normally 5 pounds. And that's like a 36-inch pretty big thing.
You can see a 20-pound, 20 top pickaxes.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't really have them. You'd think they'd be flying off the shelves because of Minecraft and Fortnite.
Well, they are the plastic ones,
Yeah, that's
or
true.
the foam ones that look like the pixels.
Right. So yeah, this is
Actually,
on
everyone I'm seeing is 5-pound. Where'd I get? I swear I've heard the term 20-pound pickaxe before. That's why I kind of wrote it there.
Well,
Is
even
it?
these aren't the ones that are used in those type of like the mines and stuff. They or they in reality, sure, but not in the movies.
Yeah.
So it's I can't believe someone made here's the top 20 pickaxes.
Hey guys, Johnny here. Johnny Pickaxe here. Most pointless, worthless YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Or most.
Looking at my top 10 pickaxes.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back. Yo, check out the Razorback 5-pound pick Mattock axe. 4 out of 5 stars for this baby. See, that's all you gotta do.
Well, then
10 million views.
I guess it's got to be iron. Old back in the day type
Yeah.
of deal. That's the only way it's going to get. But I think the size would probably be comparable. 3-foot pickaxe.
Yeah, I mean, when I in my head, I'm thinking, it's
It's
a
iron
big
though,
sturdy
for sure.
one. Like, it's meant to be, that weight to come down and chip rock off.
Okay, so if I hit somebody with even a jab,
It's gonna hurt.
it's going to hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got all that mass coming forward. So, yeah, I got to give it to Tom Selleck. Maybe getting enough hits on this nerd
Yeah.
to where maybe his bottles don't even, his syringes don't work. And
I mean, a syringe is,
are they glass syringes?
I guess plastic, glass. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't.
Did they ever break? That's what I'm saying.
I don't remember.
Yeah, okay.
But I've never seen most syringes I've seen are in real world are all plastic,
Sure.
even in hospitals. Then you get to movies and it's like, no, you drop the syringe. Oh no, the virus is released. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I don't know what syringe. I would imagine it's plastic, especially because they're medical students. So it's like, it looks plastic.
I wasn't sure if it was a period piece or something.
Oh no, yeah.
So yeah, if it was invented if it took place in the 80s, then yeah, definitely plastic.
Yeah. So, yeah, again, a million possibilities here of what could happen. If you put him in a room 100 times, Dr. West would win a few, for sure. In terms of possibilities.
But one-on-one,
Yeah. Pickaxe versus a syringe,
Tommy.
yeah.
Tom's moving on.
Strangely enough.
Yep. Tom Selleck.
Only in this tournament could Richie Valens, Bono, and Peter Mitchell from 3 Men and a Baby still be alive when Beetlejuice and who else? I'm looking for a reasonable character.
Miyagi.
Dolly Parton, Mr. Miyagi, Tootsie,
Right.
the Humongous is dead. So, yeah. Ooh, interesting. Chandler Jarrell from The Golden Child, Eddie Murphy, versus Jericho Action Jackson. Speaking of Carl Weathers,
Yeah.
Chandler Jarrell from The Golden Child's got Freddie Gloves and a wicked sense of humor.
All right.
But Jericho Action Jackson, who can outrun a speeding car, has 2 poison throwing stars.
Oh. And they are on the deserted streets with approaching zombies.
Action Jackson.
Yeah, I gotta say, Action Jackson. For one, even if it came up to an outrunning situation, there you go.
He's fucking fast.
Yeah, he's faster and
It's Carl Weathers, Eddie Murphy. Be a great
Right.
buddy cop movie,
sure,
but it's like The Rock and Kevin Hart.
right.
Actually, it's the 80s Rock and Kevin Hart is what that combo practically is.
So who would win? Kevin Hart with Freddie Gloves or The Rock with 2 poison?
It'd be that scene from Spaceballs where he just holds his head and he's like, and then just, my opinion.
Or he just
it action?
grips his head completely like a basketball and throws him into the zombies.
Well, it's a death match. All he has to do is kill him.
Yeah.
So, in this hyper, of course we've joked we're like, oh, you got boobs in this fight, we got boobs in the next fight. That's just for shits and giggles. Mm-hmm. But if you're like mortally wounded in your fight, you're not like starting off the fight like,
Yeah.
it's like a fighting game. You're
fresh.
magically healed after the Mortal Kombat match.
Imagine
in the
a
next
game
fight,
like-
you're back to 100 health.
Like, yeah, that would be like the new Mortal Kombat. It's like it's completely free, except your character stay dead unless you pay money to
There you
resurrect
go.
them.
Or you literally have one health bar the entire time you play the game, and then when you're dead, if somebody performs a fatality,
Yeah, you're gone.
you have to pay. It will get there.
Yeah.
We had that game.
So they
this was a
step back the
long
other
time
way.
ago. There was that game where like you literally only had one life, and then it was some online like massive multiplayer game or something or other. I don't remember what it was called, but the deal was that everybody you literally
Diablo
have one
has
life.
a mode like that.
This game was something, but the deal was like everybody has one life on it, and the game will end when like the last person, that's how the person wins the game by not dying.
kind of like a battle royale type of
Something,
thing.
but it was literally like the game would then end. This was like several years ago, many years ago.
Oh wow!
I forget the name of it, but like I said,
is.
I have to look it up. I definitely didn't dream it.
And everyone's out of a job.
Yeah. Well, it's more so, I guess, not controversy, but the. Oh, I got one card
appeal.
left. Let me reshuffle. While we're talking about this next fight, ooh, an interesting battle of non-human. Well, one humanoid thing.
One humanoid thing,
I'm sorry, I got a text from an employee who was apparently not going to come in tomorrow.
as they do.
Perfect timing. Anyway, Rawhead Rex
Wow! Yeah, no kidding.
versus Littlefoot from The Land Before Time.
All right.
So
we got
Brontosaurus,
Brontos.
baby Brontosaurus, versus Rawhead Rex, who's 10 feet tall.
Yeah,
You know, he's like,
about as tall as a baby brontosaurus.
yeah, I mean, he could, in a straight up fight, Rawhead Rex would just pull that long neck right out of his body.
What wild factors could we have?
Well, Rawhead Rex has Freddy gloves. If this is, I'm going to reshuffle again if it's the same one. Littlefoot has one broadsword. So he's holding a broadsword in his teeth. Because he's a dinosaur, he doesn't have thumbs. Rawhead Rex he just got deadlier because now he has giant fucking metal claws on his hands.
And they're on a non-sturdy rope bridge over a raft goop.
Oh, well. Littlefoot steps on the bridge, snap.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's a fucking dinosaur. Rawhead Rex is no lightweight either.
Right.
But I imagine, they could weigh about the same.
Well,
However, Rawhead Rex has arms
fair.
to where he could
I was gonna say,
grab onto something.
dinosaur is sturdy. Has 4 legs.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that balance would.
I think the bridge would just snap with both of them on it. That's what I'm talking about. Like
Double KO?
They have a dinosaur. Well, the bridge snaps. Littlefoot can't grab onto anything.
True.
I mean, again, this is because it doesn't even say a non-sturdy rope bridge.
Yeah.
You can't put a baby brontosaurus on a non-sturdy rope bridge, and you had a 10-foot tall dinosaur man, for lack of a better word, on it too. However, Rawhead Rex.
Has
I mean,
hands.
they both definitely could die.
Right.
However, Rawhead Rex has arms.
Should we
So
put it to
there's-
a roll to see if he catches the rope bridge?
Make your ability check.
All right. So, what's his dexterity?
He probably doesn't have. He's big on strength. I imagine his dex would be average, so like 13 maybe, which would give him a +1. Dexterity check would be like 16, so he gets plus. So we have to roll, I guess, to make the save. I'm not a DM, so
Right. But you got the right numbers going.
I think so. I think like a typical save would be around, depending on the skill check. That's where like the DM discretion comes in.
Yeah, I mean, think about how difficult it might be. He might see it coming, but at the same time, maybe he wouldn't anticipate it. Because they start on the bridge. So then it breaks.
Or it's like,
I think it'd be mildly surprising. Not super surprising, but mildly so.
let's say a 14 difficulty has a +1.
Okay, so what does he need to...
So he would need to roll. He needs to beat a 14. So you have to roll anything higher than a 14,
and he survives.
and he survives. Otherwise, they both die.
Pretty good odds to lose.
I mean, of course.
We'll see.
Well, I mean, it's because his check. If you did strength, he'd get a +5.
Yeah, there's no strength here.
But I mean, he's not a.
That's
Rawhead
crawling
Rex
back up.
Has no
Which
dexterity.
you will. Right.
Yeah. So he has to roll. He has to make the save or die.
All right, here we go. Save or die.
Save or die. Oh, he missed it by
Goes
one.
for a grip.
Slipped. Actually, he grabs it. However, the Freddy gloves on his fingers then slice the rope, and they both fall. into the goop.
Double KO.
That was actually the last one. Double. I'm gonna write it on there so we don't forget.
Yeah. Like, why don't I
Double
just scratch this out?
KO. Well, we're going to figure out. Somebody's going to get a pass
Nice.
next week. Next time when we talk, we're going to, like I did last time, that's the end of that bracket.
Or you can have a surprise. Surprise edition.
I'm gonna put them into random order again. I think there's gonna be one
Resurrect
left
somebody who deserves another chance. Mr.
see.
Miyagi.
We'll see, because I really can't have somebody get a bye. If somebody did get a bye, if I randomly did this, I would
Bono.
I'm about to say Bono's going to get the bye to face the winner. Well, actually, next week wouldn't be the very last one anyway, because there'll still be
You got to get it down to
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is counting with Trey.
Yes.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So there'll be 12 left.
And then down to
6.
6.
Then 3. So I guess that's the way we do it. The last match might be a fatal 3-way,
Yeah.
so to speak. Well, all this is off the cuff anyway, so we'll deal with it when we get to it.
There you go.
But I will for the next episode. Actually, we should be able to finish it next. Well, yeah, I want to say we'll finish it next week. It really just depends on how it goes, because I might want to, because of the whole randomization factor of the matches again. After this got us down to, well, actually, this one got us down to 20. Okay, so then we're at 24. We'll go to 12. Now we'll go to 6.
Math talk.
So, yeah. Maybe we might have 1 or 2 episodes left. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We'll see how the next one shakes out, and how long we're running
It'll
on
be
runtime.
what it'll be.
And it's 11:11. Make a wish. I wish my employee would show up to work tomorrow. Not going to happen.
Come true.
Oh, it failed. Critical failure. Oh, well, just another day in the life of Trey Harris when it comes to that crap. But anyway, so yeah, we'll continue this countdown next time, getting ever closer to crowning the 2nd annual winner. Of course, this winner, if hypothetically, will then fight John Rambo from Rambo First Blood Part 2 for an undisputed 80s champion. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, he's part of the good class, so it's
I don't. Just looking at the winners, we'll go over the winners. Here's the people progressing: Frank Booth from Blue Velvet, Axel from My Bloody Valentine, the Toxic Avenger, Cujo, Vigo, the Carpathian, John Rambo from First Blood with alligator armor, Gibson Rickenbacker from Cyborg, Frank Dux with boobs, Optimus Prime, Clubber Lang, Rowdy Abilene, Connor McLeod, Audrey 2, Ben Richards, John Matrix, Ivan Drago, Flash Gordon, Richie Valens, Chucky, Bono, Peter Mitchell from 3 Minute Baby, and Jericho Action Jackson. So there's definitely some heavy hitters in there.
Some big stars, yeah.
But again, all
like the Vince
comes
McMahon
down
class.
to this, as we've seen.
Big guys.
But I mean, get somebody boxing gloves in the middle of the ocean. Well, actually, that probably would help you.
Yeah, a little bit.
They'll probably float a little bit too, and you could actually probably swim faster.
Give you a lead pipe in the ocean.
Yeah, stuck to you. These are useless. But anyway, so yeah, that wraps it up for that part of the episode. We'll get back to that next time. In the meantime, I can't remember what I talked about, what I saw last time.
You
did I
mentioned
mention-
Oscar stuff. And
Yeah, we can talk about what
other
one.
stuff.
But did I mention Jojo Rabbit last time? I think I
You
did.
did.
Okay, yeah. Saw Peanut Butter Falcon.
Okay,
Which
yeah,
was
I think you mentioned
really-
that last time too.
Damn it! What hell? Because we finished season 14 of Sunny or whatever.
Oh,
yeah.
fantastic! That we did not talk about.
Yeah, because you mentioned there was an episode you wanted
the
to wait
last one
Which was the last one?
in a laser tag arena.
Oh yeah, where they're talking the whole time. Okay,
They're clearly talking about Disney.
yeah.
You know, Big M being Big Mo being the big mouse. And if you look at the little scoreboard, you see like Vader on
Yeah.
there and stuff like that, a bunch of little things. And because that's at the time the Fox was getting acquired. Mm-hmm. And
Getting closer. He's getting closer. Hey,
and so many people were talking about like, oh man, is this setting up the last episode? Of course, they cleared up at the end, which is nice. That it clearly isn't.
thank God.
them.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But because you mentioned that, I thought you might have been talking about the one where there's a focus group for the movie.
Yeah, that was good.
Like, no, we gotta save this franchise. And Dolph Lundgren turning up I was just like, oh, it's Dolph Lundgren. I got super excited for that. Yeah, so Sunny season 14 was great as expected.
Of course.
What else did we see? We saw something. I'm trying to think. Color Out of Space with Nicolas Cage was fantastic. It's kind of a Lovecraft horror movie. It's kind of like, I think it played in some theaters, but it was one of those, not big release. It's worth watching. It's very pretty. It's cool. Got some good gore. God, there was something. I'm trying to think.
What did I watch? Should write this stuff down.
Yeah, that would help.
That would help.
Golly,
but I don't.
What did we watch? Oh, try to catch up. I'm working my way to the Bond films so I can get to the 80s.
Right.
Watch Man with the Golden Gun. More on that. Well, it was better than the last one. Spoiler alert. They just get they're so goofy. God, they just get. It's like Arnold movies. They just get goofier. And then I don't know. More on that on Bond month because that's a whole other thing. What did we fucking? Hold on. I know. I'm going to my IMDb search history. I can search something and it'll pull up everything like I've searched for recently.
Oh, yeah. I did put Bond in our new 80s Revisited video intro. Go over to YouTube if you want to see that. Bond's in there. But there's a whole lot of characters to look at.
Absolutely.
Feel free to
Makes me
see
wet.
if you can name them.
Okay. Saw Judy. Meh. I mean, Zellweger was great. I mean, she won the Oscar. So good for her. For that, 21 Bridges, which was... It wasn't bad, but it's the one with Chadwick Boseman where like... it's also got a Gambit. What's the Taylor Kitsch, whatever his name is. It's well acted. Well, there's nothing bad about it, but it's literally paint by numbers. So like, this is going to happen. It happens. This is going to happen. It happens. It's so predictable. I was shocked at how predictable a modern movie like that is. And blatantly predictable. No, like... Let me put it this way. If this movie like fools you about any kind of twist or anything, you don't pay attention to movies. Because this one was like big like markers like saying, this dude's in on it. Like the whole... like. Obviously, this is there's something going on here, but still, I mean, not bad, not great, not terrible. And then Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. That movie fucking sucked. It was boring. The main guy like was aggravating.
Right, he was.
I could not stand him, and I am a huge Tom Hanks fan, but I did not like him. He was trying too hard.
Right.
To be Mr. Rogers.
It's a tough role.
I couldn't get, Tom Hanks is a chameleon. Like he's one of those actors to where like Captain Phillips, perfect example, like, it's Tom, who's the cat, all that. But I forgot that watching the movie because I got so enamored and so entrenched in like that character. Tom Hanks can do that. Him playing Mr. Rogers.
Didn't buy it.
No, not for a second. It was just, I was and honestly, I could, from what I can, it's probably the worst movie he's been in a long time to me. Like, I will never watch it again.
Yeah.
I don't
know why it's like a 7.4.
It's not good. It's not good at all.
The main guy really ruined it for me.
I mean, what an unlikable person to be your protagonist in a movie about Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Whether it's true or not. If you want to see something about Mr. Rogers, go watch the documentary, Won't You Be My Neighbor?
Yeah.
A few years ago. Fantastic documentary. Don't watch this movie.
I just don't know why they told it from his point of view.
Because I guess they want it to be different, so it's not a...
Yeah, I hate that.
But it didn't make any, like... I don't... the last shot was pointless. I mean, it was just... There were so many just, like, head-scratching things. This is the one I was trying to think of. Knives Out. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I want to see that.
What a cast. It's like... It's a modern Clue. Not as funny as Clue, but it's that kind of murder mystery. Makes you think, well directed. Every fucking actor is fantastic in it. I mean, every time they show, that's the dude from that. Oh, there's Toni Collette. Oh, there's Jamie Lee Curtis. There's Captain America. There's the chick from Blade Runner. Every actor is just like, holy, wow, like, good God. Like, every single actor in it is like fantastic. It's like a Tarantino movie. Like, every person was fantastic. Like, there's not a weak link in the acting. Daniel Craig does a Southern accent, which at first was completely discombobulating. Although he did one in Logan Lucky, which is probably my favorite Daniel Craig movie I can think of off the top of my head because he was fantastic in it. But yeah, that same kind of accent. Like actually, when he first started talking, like, it's Andy Bernard from The Office. It's a Southern drawl like molasses. But got over it real quick because the movie's so good. A lot of people when people say this, a lot of people are like, it's you just when you think you know what it's when you think you got it, you don't. if you pay attention, it's not like hard to as you're getting the pieces, the breadcrumbs, as a movie watcher to like put it together. Now, of course, the actual finale, no, but you kind of have an inkling as to what happened. Like, I was kind of disappointed. It wasn't the rug didn't get pulled out from under me.
Yeah,
which I kind of thought it would because I heard so many like good things about like the mystery part of it. But I think that varies based on the person because I mean you watch a shit ton of movies. We know that angle just told us everything we need to know about this, or that angle that shot just told us something that a lot of people might not see. Stuff like that, technical stuff, or stuff that even just hunches that you get from being an avid movie watcher is all. But the ones I saw, definitely recommend it. Better than Angel Has Fallen.
I haven't heard of that.
That's it's the next in the series of Gerard Butler saving Morgan Freeman as the president.
Oh, okay.
Because the first one was, I think, Olympus Has Fallen. There was another one.
Why do they keep making those?
I don't know. They're dumb as fuck. Now, the action is great. Like, it's got some cool action. But it's basically, I'm watching it like, okay, this person just plays Call of Duty and wanted to, like, make a movie, like, with Call of Duty, like, airstrikes and shit. It's not bad. It's a very kind of 90s and 80s kind of film. Because it's so ridiculous and so ludicrous how good this dude is. He's John McClane. I mean, he's, and it's dumb, but it's dumb fun. I don't recommend it unless you really like that franchise. I like the first one.
I can't believe it was a franchise, though.
Well, because there's Olympus. The first one I think was Olympus, and then there was another one like in Paris or something.
London.
Okay, yeah, and then this one. So it's a trilogy, which is fine. I mean, it's obviously making money. Just I don't want to see 9 of them like Fast and the Furious. And I like Gerard Butler. I mean, but he's definitely, I like the older, more. He's not very grizzled, like in terms of when I think of grizzled, I think of Jeremiah fucking Johnson.
Yeah.
But he's older. He's more established. So I like him as an action star because he's not ripped like he was in 300. He's a little more middle aged, kind of like aches and pains kind of thing. Which, as I get older, that's why an old guy like me doing shit.
Yeah.
Keeping it. It's not Ryan Reynolds. Well, Ryan Reynolds is old too, but he just. Heartthrob, yeah.
Young at heart.
But I mean, if you're looking for something dumb to watch, it's a popcorn movie.
Yeah.
But of the ones I mentioned, avoid A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I was if Tom Hanks was not in it, I would have turned it off. I just kept waiting. Thinking, Tom Hanks is in this. Something good's gonna There's got to be a reason Tom Hanks is in this.
Right.
Like, did he get nominated for Best Supporting Actor? I'm thinking, like, why the hell did he get nominated? Like, because he's Tom Hanks?
That's it.
I mean, I love Tom Hanks to death. One of the greatest actors of all time. No discussion. But this was, and then a nomination for it? That's my dispute with the Oscar nominations. Why did he get nominated for that? But anyway, of course, the Oscars were Sunday. Surprising everybody, Parasite won Best Picture and Best Foreign Language Film. First time ever. Just want to say I've liked Mr. Boone for a long time. Snowpiercer, The Host. Did he do Old Boy? The original Old Boy?
Original?
Yeah, the Asian.
Well, let's get it up on the.
But I mean, he's a phenomenal director. He's been a long time. So if I haven't seen Parasite yet, I have it ready to watch. I just haven't had time to watch it. Boone Jun-ho.
I'll just look up one of his movies.
Yeah, so if you want to see more of his catalog, absolutely go see Snowpiercer. Nope, not Old Boy.
No.
Oh, director, there we go. Nope. I thought it was Old Boy. But The Host, Mother 20... Oh, that's not the movie I'm thinking of, obviously. But yeah, I haven't seen Okja. I don't know how you pronounce it. But
I've seen it. That was a
Netflix
movie,
original, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
For what it was kind of spreading a message here, but it was still decent.
Yeah, but The Host, Snowpiercer especially. Snowpiercer is probably one of my favorite films of the last few years. Just absolutely fantastic. Of course, it's a train going around the world. Well, it's science fiction.
Yeah.
It's what it means. Like, what does that symbolize? I cannot stand. Now, of course, you cannot like the movie.
Symbolism.
But when somebody gives some bullshit excuse for a science fiction movie like that, like, it's on, how can the track, like, yeah, if you want to pick it apart, but you're being an asshole because that's not. What does the train symbolize? What do the people in the back of the car, the back car, symbolize to the people in the front? That's the whole point of it.
8.6.
Really want to? I mean, ready to watch it. Just need 2 hours and 12 minutes to watch it. And that's the trick,
Right.
these days. So yeah, but of course, Joaquin won for Joker. Brad Pitt. I mean, there was no real surprises acting wise, I believe. I would have liked to seen. I forget her name because she has a very unique name, but it's the chick from that played Harriet. I think she was nominated for
right.
supporting, but she was amazing in Bad Times at El Royale. Cynthia Erivo, or I mean, it's Ervia. She's fantastic, and she's got a fantastic singing voice. I think she got pulled from Broadway into acting. I think I'm not 100% sure on that. I think when I was reading about Bad Times at El Royale, that's where I discovered that. But that's where the first thing I saw her in, and she blew me away in that film. I mean, going toe to toe with the actors in that, and never even heard of this person before.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I would like to see her win. Just haven't seen Harriet, but I know that she's a talented actress. But as I talked about with Tom Hanks, even the best actors could get nominated for good movie or bad roles, I guess I should say. But I definitely want to see it just because of her, because she's good. Like I said, but I think Renee. I can't remember. It must have been best actress because she's like the lead one on there, and Judy was just boring. It was interesting. I'll put it to you that way. Like it was a character piece. Like here's Renee Zellweger being Judy Garland.
Yeah.
And Judy the real life Judy Garland had a fucked up life.
Yep.
So it's not a happy movie. I mean, you kind of know where it's going. I guess. Well, no, it's you know how it ends. Put it to you that way. And then Taika, however you pronounce his name, winning for adapted screenplay for Jojo Rabbit. I think a lot of people really wanted Greta Gerwig to win, but my response to that is not that she was a woman, but she was adapting. She was adapting a film that's already been made into a screenplay like 50 million times.
Right.
And actually, me and Autumn started Little Women, and she turned it off. She got bored with it. So I haven't finished it. Can't speak for it. But like I said last week, Jojo Rabbit was fantastic, well written, well done. That little kid should have gotten an Oscar nomination, as probably Sam Rockwell should have too. Did you ever get to catch it yet?
I haven't seen it yet. Want to.
Very, very good. Still haven't seen 1917 or Marriage Story. I just really don't want to watch two people argue for 2 hours about their marriage. How's that?
Edge of my seat.
Really?
No.
Or just based on the cover, they're both sitting down.
It really is them talking the whole time, which I found it interesting, knowing it was based on a true story, I guess.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's about the two popes, whenever the one retired after, what's his name?
Benedict? So it was the recent one?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was...
It's their story. It's about the transition of that.
Huh. Okay, I did not know that.
And it's really the two of them having these conversations throughout time, and it's really cool.
Huh. I want to see it just because Hopkins and Jonathan Pryce.
It's on Netflix.
Is it a Netflix original? Do you know?
I don't think so. I think they just produced it.
Because, of course, The Irishman didn't win a single award, which I imagine is because it's a Netflix original and not a theatrically released film.
I don't think Two Popes won it either. And actually, Two Popes, I was surprised to learn, there's a lot of pretty shots in the movie, and it's all digital. Because they couldn't actually go shoot in the places they shot
in the Vatican,
but they rebuilt the Vatican on the inside and then just green screened the whole rooftop just to make all the fancy paintings digitally, stuff like that.
Interesting. My hype for that, or my interest in that movie just skyrocketed.
Well, just know it's two dudes talking, but it's.
Well, I mean, as me and you have talked before, that can be a fantastic movie if it's done well.
Right. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So we're watching, let me put it up on the shared screen here. There we go. So, I mean, things that I didn't think were digital shots were digital shots.
That's a lot of them, too.
Way more than I thought for two dudes talking. I suspected when I was watching some of these shots, I'm like, there's no way they're doing that. It's just way easier to do it in a studio.
We should have some altar boys with a fine candy.
See, they just added a
from St.
building in the
Peter's
background
Skull.
and stuff like that. It's like, do they really need to do that? I mean, I guess if they have the budget, do it. Oh, yeah, and they do some flashbacks and stuff. And de-aging, of course.
It's all the rage.
It's all the rage. Aging and de-aging.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely want to see it now.
But I learned a lot about the Pope, and I'm not religious, so there you go.
Wait, that's a good job that the movie did.
Yeah.
You learned something. Can't remember if I mentioned it last time. Documentary Don't Fuck with Cats. I might have. I think I did.
And I'm interested in seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah, very
haven't watched
good.
it yet.
Is there anything
I've been
else?
hearing that a lot, like about that one.
It's just interesting how, like, you know, like I said last time, how you do something on the internet, like with the you know, so like when you kill a cat on the internet, like, and people like looking at your wall sockets, like that's an American socket or that's a North American wall socket.
Yeah.
This is, you know, and just the detective
Internet
work.
detectives.
Yeah, you know, it's just, is that rain?
It is rain.
Jesus.
I saw Honey Boy.
I want to have that ready to watch. Just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. It's worth a watch.
Shia wrote it, or did he?
Yeah, he wrote it.
Okay. Is
It's-
he in it?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
in it too. You don't know anything about it?
Nope.
I don't think it's a spoiler. He plays.
Is it himself or something, or?
It's pretty much his story of him growing up. In fact, they show pictures of all these things later in the movie. But he plays his dad. And he did a great job.
Well, after Peanut Butter Falcon, I'm like, okay, he can act. Like, he can.
Yeah.
I can forget that he's that dork from Holes and
Yeah.
what was it, Spice World or whatever movie he was in.
Yeah, he plays
Transformers.
his dad, and there's a kid that plays Shia, but they call him something else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's can't show that. Stephen Colbert show.
I want to see it. I mean, I'm just got the time to see it. Actually been playing video. I've actually squeezed in some games. I say games, but a game. But Spider-Man on PS4.
Oh, nice. It's on my list of things I want
Thanks
to play.
to its open world nature and the fact that I can jump on for 5 minutes while Autumn's bathing Violet and knock out a couple of things or grab a couple of collectibles and then time to go read the baby to sleep. Standby mode, etc., etc. Fantastic game so far. I remember when it came out, it got a lot of praise.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's basically GTA with Spider-Man. I mean, or Batman. You know, it's Spider-Man Arkham City.
Have you heard of the GTA RP?
Yeah.
Where it's like role playing? I tried doing that.
What was your job?
Or
did you?
It's almost like you just go in there and figure it all out. Like if you say that's your job, you just play it off like it's your job, and it's your job. Like they also do assignments for jobs if you need one.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a taxi driver at first, but the problem is like I was trying to get my controller to work because it's like on a mouse and keyboard. Like my turning is sudden,
Yeah, like-
I press left, it's 100% left.
Yes.
Yeah. So eventually I did with my mouse, but even then it was not good on the brain. So I tried to get my controller working, couldn't do it, and I was like, I don't know. Plus, it's like you got to dedicate yourself quite a bit to that. Like I was watching some of these people playing it, and like when they die, you don't want to respawn because all your stuff goes away. So you got to wait for the EMS to show up and take you to the hospital and then bring you back. The guy was like, he died like 3 times in one night. He's like, I spent about 6 hours just waiting for EMS. Like total, it took like 2 hours because they always die. He was a cop. He died in big shootouts and stuff like that. So they had to haul all the cops to the hospital.
Wow.
And it's like, it just takes forever. And then you got to sit in the recovery, for as long as it takes. Because you're playing it off as real. You're not trying to get back out there too fast. Because you want to be real about it.
Yeah. The shootout lasted for 47 days.
But you also got to be real whenever the fact that nothing happens in a day.
Yeah.
You're just walking around doing your things. That's Rubber Band.
But
yeah, I don't know.
playing the Rubber Band.
I'm on and off about the whole RP thing.
If I was younger and hadn't didn't have a kid and was just hanging out all night,
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It just seems like a substitute for an MMO, though.
Yeah.
But
I mean, just the fact that you literally have no clue what's going to happen.
That's the great thing.
It is, in my mind, having not played it, just seen videos and hearing you talk about it, it's complete unpredictability.
Yeah.
And that's what would make me come back every night. What the hell is going to happen tonight?
But some nights it's a frustrating story as a viewer. Like the other night, for example, one of the things they kept dying because this gang just had more bullets and more guns, you know. Whereas the other night it was more of like a police chase and vengeance and stuff like that. But it was two different RPing characters. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. One enjoyed the RP more, I guess is a good way to put it. Like this gun crew, there's no story there. It's just a bunch of people with guns. It's gunplay.
Yeah, they just wanted to fuck with
the
let's get on and do this.
Yeah.
Which when I was
now they were talking and doing all sorts of things, but I mean that was after the gunfight is over and stuff like that. And they were stealing a bank truck and all this stuff. And that's real and actiony and everything. But I think I found more entertainment in like I need a little more comedy and like a Joker Batman style fight going on rather than just guns ablaze, you know. So, I mean, if you go in there and you're part of that story and you want to put on a show like that, I guess just don't bring the guns. But sometimes you're met with the opposition who does have guns and you just got to roll with it.
Well, I guess that's reality.
Yeah, exactly.
Murphy and Lewis, I know they're going to roll up in there and they were going to have all these machine guns and shotguns.
All right.
And they just had their pistols and look what happened to poor little Murphy.
Yeah.
Became RoboCop, became a complete badass.
But that's the thing. You can't like... There's no magic or sci-fi or stuff like that in that
it's just like,
world.
Well, that's what I loved about just when you first showed me PB PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds or whatever. Just like, wow, like, okay. And every time I play it, I mean, I'm the stealth one, like just or like running, like, and also
just prone to the ground.
Look, you know, I'm playing cautiously. You know, like I don't.
It's been forever since I played that.
Because when the times, I can't play it now because my fucking Xbox One hard drive just died.
Oof.
So as opposed to spend $200 to fix it, that Microsoft wants to pay or charge you, and then that's actually local people. Like there's a local place that they had it for like 2 weeks, and they're like, oh well, it looks like the hard drive's dead. We can fix it. You know, labor is $75, and the new hard drive's $100. Like, might as well Microsoft do it if I wanted to. But the new Xbox comes out this year, so it's like I'll just wait.
Yeah.
So I can't play PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds because I was playing it on my Xbox One, which is why I got the Xbox One because it had the. That's right when it came out, it came with it like for free.
Yeah.
Like that's the Xbox One.
So you're
X
doing
that I
the
got.
PS4.
Which I'm fine because I got so many fucking games to play.
Yeah.
I mean, to be absolutely honest, so I mean, in terms of Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation, Xbox was getting the least play. I mean, most of our friends are playing stuff on it. Mm-hmm. Like what's that? Not Anthem. Some new
Apex.
Yeah.
Apex Legends, yeah.
A lot of our friends are playing that, but before that, I mean, I turned my Xbox to play Rainbow Six Siege by myself, Terrorist Hunt, or join a game of Rocket League, and that was about it, you know? I mean, I miss playing Rainbow Six Siege because that game's fucking awesome, and all my stuff's on my Xbox account, but new Xbox is backwards compatible, so gotta wait till December or whenever it is to play it. But yeah, Spider-Man's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, and again, it's just quick. At first, like the web swing, the web swing is very like, if there's no building here, you can't swing on it. So like,
it's not comic book then.
You have moves to where like you can like just shoot them out, like to jerk it, like to pull yourself forward, like to reach this building. You know, and at first I found it like this is like stupid. I just want to swing over there. You know, just like you said in PlayStation 1, just you're in this clouds, just swinging around everywhere. But it makes sense. There's a comic where Spidey went to like the suburbs. And he keeps like falling in trees because there's nothing to swing on.
All right.
So he's having to ride like.
Well, he did it in Homecoming too.
Yeah. Wait, Homecoming? Wait. Oh yeah.
Yeah, where he goes out to the suburbs, that party.
Yeah.
Pretty much has to run through the yards.
Same kind of situation there, but yeah. So you have to like, but it's cool because you can use your momentum as you're swinging, like you're chasing a helicopter, like you know to go around the building. Okay, I'm gonna zoom forward to get this better angle, and then swing. And come around to keep my speed because you got chase missions.
Right.
And at first I was like, oh, no, God, this sucks. I can't catch this thing. But then it's like a Gun Valkyrie for the original Xbox. Like that was a game where like you had to like push the sticks in to like boost. It was like a jetpack on your back. Mm-hmm. Very like bad reviewed game because it was always like the controls. But I was attracted to it because the art looked badass and the game looked badass. But everything I heard about it was, as soon as you master the controls, it's amazing. And that was absolutely right. But it took, 4 or 5 hours of playing the game to finally get how to play it.
Right.
Which I'm not saying that's a good thing for a game, but, It happens sometimes. Friday the 13th, the game. Most of our friends played it. Our friend Caveman, who's loud and obnoxious, you listen to him on the Star Wars episodes. He's like, oh, dude, this sucks. I can't open a door. Like, Caveman, just push X. Oh, it's not working. Oh, I'm dead. He got me. Like, yeah, this is not Halo.
Yeah.
You cannot play it like Halo. You are going to die every time. And also, they can hear you. Mm-hmm. Jason can hear you because you're talking into your mic. Like you're in the, like when you're sitting here screaming why you can't do something, he's just, oh, somebody's over here screaming they can't get in the door, and then there's two people in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, shut up, just shut up. Stop talking.
Oh man. That game's still in limbo, huh?
Huh?
That game's still in limbo.
Yeah, I mean, because they still have the lawsuit for the franchise. But this year it's supposed to actually, like, they have lawyer terms. It should be over this year.
Right.
Which, depending on where the rights go, who knows?
Yeah.
If they go back to Sean Cunningham or if they have to split it with Victor Miller, who knows?
That's a shame because that other game took off. That Dead by Daylight or whatever.
Well, I mean, for
it
the
could
while,
have been Friday.
Exactly. Well, it came out way before.
It was beta and VHS, and then
and then I mean, they were competing because once Friday the 13th came out and Dead by Daylight, you started seeing Ghostface and Michael Myers and Leather. Like they started they were
they had to get on it
because Friday the 13th is and still. Now I haven't played Dead by Daylight, and I won't be playing it ever again because it's on Xbox One.
I've watched people play it.
It's boring.
It is boring.
Every match is avoid the killer and
play a dexterity game.
Do this generator and hit the button. If you had to do one generator in a round and then hit something else, fine. No, there's 4 generators.
Yeah.
That you have to disable, and you got to do the quick time event the whole time.
Yeah.
While you're looking for the creature or the villain, but eventually you get down to 1 generator. So guess what the dude could just do is just sit there and this is all he has to do. You can't fight him.
Yeah.
You just somebody could literally be a dick and just sit there and just wait. Of course, nobody does because they're gonna wait. They're gonna go hide right around the corner, wait for you to go to it. So there's no reason. Where in Friday the 13th, the game, there's a million things that the other players are doing that as Jason, you have no clue. So you have to kind of focus on okay, let me booby trap this. Let me put a trap here. Let me go check this location and warp over. You're constantly you can't be everywhere at once.
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight, I'm feeling like I have to be, I can't do anything because no matter what I'm over here, doing the generator. Oh shit. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, run away, hide. You can't hide. Like every time I hit in that game, they open up the cabinet and just kill me, kill you. It's like there was no, it had tension, but it's like I can only play 1 or 2 matches, I'm done.
Yeah.
Because, I'm tired of holding the button. X.
Yeah. I hate those.
Why? Get original. It's dumb. Good idea. They have a perk system and stuff Friday the 13th has it too, but they have all sorts of there are different things in the game. I'm not trashing on it too much, but compared to Friday the 13th, it sucks.
Yeah.
Because I on Kickstarter back Friday the 13th, but nobody gave a shit about it. In our circle, I'm a horror fan. I can't think of anybody else in our circle who's a horror movie fan.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. So I backed it, got on PlayStation 4, and all of a sudden I see my friend, Perry and Joe playing on Xbox. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I posted about me playing on I posted some videos of some glitches and stuff. So why don't you get it on PlayStation? Oh, Joe got it on. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I got Friday the 13th on Xbox when it went on sale for $6.
Yeah.
So I had it on both. Played it with them a few times. I had a blast because I was surviving and doing shit because I knew how to play the game. But I don't know how we got on that tangent. But anyway, I like games where there's a learning curve. People play chess for years. There's a learning curve to chess. You got it. Well, there's always a learning curve to chess. I guess it's a bad example because it's one of those easy to master. Easy to learn, hard to master games.
Right.
I don't know what I'm trying to think of. Video games are always the best ones. But games where you have to learn the nuances of the game.
Lots of board games.
And that's a good, board games are a good example. You can't just, you play checkers? Cool, I'm going to play,
Star Wars Rebellion.
There you go. Or Twilight Imperium was what I was trying to think of. Yeah, let's play Twilight Imperium. Oh, cool. You can't do that.
Yep.
That's not how this works. Here's how you play. Here's the steps of what you do.
Yeah.
I like games that, critical thinking, you have to, improvisation, all that kind of stuff. Of course, first person, you got to improvise. Oh, this is coming here. Let me go over here and get the gun, that kind of stuff. But not let me tell you, there's a difference to, somebody sniping you in Halo as opposed to you hear Jason's music and, you have no clue where he is. Mm-hmm. And you just know that he's, and then actually turning around and he's right there. Somebody get like I've jumped in that game so many times, like because like I hear him, but then like as if you're playing as Jason, you have so many moves to or ability. You have certain abilities on timers, so it's not OP. But like you can like whenever you get close to players, they'll hear your like they know when you're close. Just like in a horror movie, like the killer's close, you know it. Mm-hmm. But then you have like moves to where like he can kind of go like invisible, so to speak, in terms of where like that music doesn't trigger. But it's a time, so like, but he has to catch you before it, or he has to do what he needs to do before it runs out and goes back on cooldown for a couple minutes, to surprise you. Yeah. But I mean, I've been in rooms like search and stuff, and I turn around, he's standing right like he was waiting. This player just stood there waiting. He was probably like turn around, right before the meter went off and the music started playing. And I was like, wait, where is he? I just check this drawer. Oh, like I mean, Jesus fucking Christ! Like I've literally like. Cartoonily just freaked out, like being scared in that game. And then I'm not one of these little bitches that play games like, oh, dude, turn your brightness up. You can see like the enemies.
All right.
I don't know. I go to the recommended settings because I want to enjoy Resident Evil 2. I want to enjoy the game. I don't turn the brightness up so I can see the zombies in the back. That defeats the purpose. Now, of course, You're going for a speed run. Do whatever you got to do. But when you're playing the game, I stick to, is the Witcher symbol invisible in this box, but slightly visible here? Yes, and let me go one shade darker. Just so I get like, and then...
Get that nice contrast.
Exactly, so... Because I was thinking like, it's about to get loud if you're listening. Hey, you gotta turn your brightness up and you can see him when he's coming. Now, I was imitating a child there, for the record. Kids... Oh, man. I've never seen so many uses of the F word. I don't mean fuck. The F word and the N word.
Right.
As opposed to young children online gaming. The combinations and things they say. Where do they get it from? I have no clue. But it's
because they're anonymous on the internet.
I guess. And in this day and age, I mean, just like, I guess anything, don't do that. What's the first thing you do?
It would happen a lot if
you do it.
Their first and last name was up on that screen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if it was their picture, these kids are stupid.
Right.
To quote Marv Marv from Home Alone.
Hopefully some of them would.
You would. Yeah. And, the
numbers would reduce, I think.
Possibly. But then it's like these kids will be getting canceled when they're like 7 years old.
Right.
So, you're 7. Everybody said stupid shit when they like words that they didn't even have a clue of what they meant. Mm-hmm. I can't tell how many times I said clitoris as a kid, not like cause some kids in school said, what's a clitoris, dude? I don't know. He doesn't know what a clitoris is. Of course, the kids that were saying that didn't know either. Because no male knows what the clitoris is.
Yes.
That's a joke. You gotta find the clitoris.
You misused it back then.
Yeah.
Man, this game is clitoris, man.
Fucking stupid clitoris fate. Man, that's so clit. That's the clitest thing I've ever seen.
Now they say lit. It's pretty close.
Yeah. Well, they just took the C off.
Yeah.
And then, I guess it kind of wraps it up for the most part. Better Call Saul Season 4 is on Netflix now. I might have to put some movies aside to watch that because I did not know that series was going on Netflix until today.
Wait, what?
The new season of Better Call Saul is on Netflix.
Just straight to Netflix? Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Guess I got to get Netflix again.
There are
prior to my time.
Other ways.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But yep. Sorry, I had some business stuff pop up. I just double check and make sure it wasn't something I need to do right away. But anyway, it's almost midnight here.
That's right.
So I have to get up early now that my employee's not coming in.
Yeah.
One employee's not coming in. If you're in the Baton Rouge area looking for a retail job that starts at $10 an hour, contact Trey at Design Resources. Yep. But in the meantime, like I said, next week we'll keep plowing through this character battle. Again, I might draw it out an extra episode so I can get to the 80s Bond films, which we're scheduled to do next. If not, I'll have to pad out the schedule until I can get to them. Because like I said, last time I'm watching them in order, and these last few have just been like...
Right.
But I have to watch them.
I gotta make it through.
I mean, honestly, I'm surprised the franchise has lasted this long without... I think the key to it is because they change actors like pretty frequently for a movie series, I guess, even though I think Roger Moore was in 9 of them. I can't remember how many. I think he was in the most. But I guess right when they kind of get really kind of stale, then a different actor comes in. Although we only got 2 with Dalton. and I thought he was great. But again, more on that when we get to Bond month or Bond, however long it fucking going to take, because there's I think like 5 of them to talk about in the 80s. 6 if we include Never Say Never Again, which is not canonical, but it's Sean Connery as Bond again, hence the title Never Say Never. More on that one. Spoiler alert. So, until then, I will sleepily be Trey Harris.
Jesse Sedgley.
Cowabunga!